Greetings, Mech Warriors, hello ladies and gentlemen, my name is TTB, and this of course is German Mechgineering, but you already knew that, didn't you? Today guys, we're going to play the Urbanmech K9 Hero Mech. I've done a build that I always wanted to try, and never had the courage to try because it is going to be damn hard to pull off, but I want to see what we can do with this. So, we've got the Urbi eyes, we've got the Urbanmech Warhorn slash the police lights up top here. We got some extra abs for our Urbi and a nice little smile on it. But what you're interested is the loadout, isn't it? So for the loadout, standard engine 180, that gives us about 97 kph speed. We do have 5 small pulse lasers. This is a very suicidal build, guys. This requires your little trash can on legs to get in there, get very close, and constantly keep poking at the enemy, because we only do 3.5 damage per laser, so 17.5 damage per alpha strike every, 1.8 seconds. So, I mean, guys, this is gonna be insane. This is going to be insanely hard to make this work. We have 3 jump jets in here in the legs. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 double heat sinks, and I have the right arm here with full armor or almost full armor to use it as a shield. The head is a little bit lower down, as well as the legs, 1 each, but it all should be fine. Now, of course, you could think about maybe going light ferro here, which would work, which gives us a little bit more tonnage. So if you want to, you can do that, and then you can just use that to armor up your mech a little bit more, or yeah, armor up the legs a little bit more. It should be fine. It's gonna be fine. It doesn't matter, guys. This is not gonna make or break our mech here. So I'm gonna show you the light ferrofibrous build on the build import in the video description below, of course. Now, with the build, we have 71 center torso armor, 49 on the right and left torso, so we are nice and tanky for a 30-ton mech. Guys, the power of the Urbanmech, you know what I'm talking about. By the way, look at this. Front armor plus 33 armor enhancement. This is insane. Okay, for the skill tree, you guys realize this is not going to be a very real and very serious build today, right? I think you know me by now to realize when I'm doing those kind of fun or wacky builds. Okay, for the skill tree, we're going firepower tree, all laser duration nodes, a lot of the heat gen nodes, and some of the range nodes as well. Basically, this allows us to keep shooting forever. Then we go into the survival tree. We take the full survival tree, except AMS overload 1 and 2 to make this mech as tanky as possible. In operations, we go down to heat containment 4 and 5. Now you could scrap the whole operations tree and use that in the sensors tree to get radar derp. Might be helpful, might not be helpful, but since we're a very small mech and people just generally ignore urban mechs a lot of the time, I figured, why bother? And last but not least, in the auxiliary tree, I went with double cool shot and cool shot cooldown to be able to shoot the lasers all the time and jump jet around, plus double artillery strikes so that we can be a little bit more menacing than we are right now. Okay, guys, well, let's take this little meme Urbi into a dropship and let's see how it performs. I can't wait to find out, can you? I'll see you there. Well guys, here we are on the Grim Plexus, and look at this range that we have. 120-ish meters right now with the current skill tree that I was running for this video. And yeah, the 200-ish meters that I mentioned, that's actually max range. The optimal range of these weapons is around the 120-meter range. Right. So this is going to be really hard, guys. Like, basically we have to get very up close and personal. I mean, I always like to say that the Urbanmech, if you're using small pulses on an Urbi, that's kind of turning this Urbi into a big 30-ton suppository, because that's how close you have to get in order to shoot the enemy. So let's see, can we reach that Marauder? Nope, we can't. Still too far away. Let's get closer, come on. Urbanmech leads the charge, haha, because every mech is an assault mech when TTV is piloting it. There you go. Even if it's XL, or even if it's just a 30-ton Urbi. Yes, yes, haha. Run away from me. Run away from the killer Urbanmech. We just keep the fire going. The cool thing about this mech is that it runs very cool. You can just keep firing, you can keep jumping around. You're just gonna be that Fabergé egg on legs, that trash can on legs, that's just jumping around, happily, merrily shooting teammates in the back, unfortunately, because he was jumping around in front of me. Now let's go to the Fafnir. Oh, heavy gauss. Gotta be a little careful here, not present ourselves as a target. mech, but since my teammates are bigger, better, and more scary, we can just go ahead and keep on melting onto the Fafnir. Now we go over to the right-hand side and go after that Jäger mech, maybe go a little bit onto his arms. Haha! Invisible wall strikes again, but teammates also strike, and he's done. And then suddenly Ultraviolet. Like, out of nowhere. This mech is Randy Orton, holy hell. Wanted to RKO me from out of nowhere, and of course goes for the Urbi. Like, there's a Stalker around and some other big boys. No. We gotta focus on the Urbanmech, because that is where the real threat is hiding. Alright, let's get into the fight, jump onto the Mad Cat, and I'm literally like jumping right in his face, but I'm not too scared right now. I've got way more scary teammates around with me, so hopefully they will, yeah, see that? I'm just getting ignored. I'm just an Urbanmech. You can ignore me. Why not take your head? Okay, let's go on to Kilo here. Huntsman, ERPC in small pulses. Yeah, just gonna keep firing and twisting. La-di-da-di-da. Yes, Mr. Huntsman, keep shooting the Urbi, because the Urbi doesn't have much armor. Okay, oh, Romeo 5000 coming in, and this time not shooting me anymore. Teammate takes him down, beautiful. 7 kills over 2 right now, so let's go back towards the enemies who were potatoed, and let's try and help our teammates over there. Kid Fox over there. Ha, Warhammer 2C, you're right, but I don't do much damage at this range. I mean, this shot here right now is about maybe 10 damage at this range, so we have to get closer. Or go on to a different target, for example, that Sun Spider. Or literally anybody else. Stop large lasering me, for crying out loud. Where are my assault mates? Oh, right, of course they're in the second line. Okay, never mind then. Urbanmech ready to go in. There we go. Warhammer 2C is getting lit up, so we go in, we get closer, and the trash can of doom marches forward. Ah, no fear. No fear. Look at where my assaults are. Okay, there we go. I've got one assault pushing in with me, but of course, the Urbanmech is an assault mech, as you guys all know. Enemy dies, CT red is CT dead. 2 targets left at this point. My Urbanmech is still at 61%. It is quite ridiculous how tanky the Urbanmech is, but I gotta say though, it feels like I'm using wet noodles to hit the enemy. I have to get that close, and I don't feel like I'm doing any damage whatsoever. All this fighting, if I do this in a medium pulse laser build, I would guess we've done about 900 damage by now. Let's see. I mean, I've got no idea how much damage this is gonna be. The scoreboard will reveal the truth as always. 12 kills over 3, final score. 1 killing blows, 10 assists, 532 damage done, 200 damage taken, and 1 component destroyed. Now, that's actually not too bad for a build that has to get that close and personal. Yeah, we outdamaged 2 of the assaults and were on par with the third one. We're good, guys. We're good, guys. And guys, if you enjoyed this content, the wacky Urbanmech, then go ahead, check out my Patreon page if you haven't done so yet. Think about becoming an active member of Team TTB. Now, switching on over to the next map, and we are going to be on the Rubelite Oasis, and I have found the enemy, or they have found me. Run, flee, run for your life. Okay, well, as you can see from the radar, my team is pretty disjointed right now, and that does not bode well. Pro tip, guys, if you see your team being very split apart, try and call them to get together again, because splitting your team is a very good chance of getting murdered. Big time. Alright, so we see half my team is now in Echo 4, Foxtrot 4. They are probably still sleeping in their pajamas, getting ready for long-range sniper fights and drawn-out stuff and whatnot, whereas the enemy team, I think, is pushing towards Gulf 6, so I'm gonna move to support my teammates here, because if I'm not there, then they might have some big problem. And by big problem, I just mean that they will have basically no backup here. So maybe we go in onto the enemy Vapor Eagle here. That's a brawler with UAC 20. I don't want to get hit by that, but let's try and do some damage to him. And ooh, hello, he's got friends. Okay, let's use the Urbanmech Siren, and oh, holy hell. Yeah, I found some targets, alright. I found the Victor, I found the Banshee, I found the whole freaking enemy team. Look at where my guys are, still in Fox 5, still in Fox 4, still sitting pretty, still relaxing. Guys, at this point, you've watched this channel for enough time, you know how that one ends, right? So, let's go ahead and take down our first perpetrator here of the game. That was an enemy Griffin, and now apparently I'm going 1v1 against an assault mech at close range, because okay, never mind. just gotta keep talking here. Get a move on assaults. Maybe my heartfelt plea will get them to move forward while we take down the second mech. That was a Raven. Now we switch onto this enemy Griffin here. 2 SRM6s and an ER large laser. That is a Swiss Army knife mech, guys, and you know how much I hate those. Hey, I can large laser snipe with 1 large laser, or I can brawl with 2 SRM6s. I can do nothing well and everything badly. Yes, this is a good build. It's a horrible build, guys. Don't do it. Build always for a clear-cut cause. Speaking about clear-cut, yeah, this guy's clear-cut here. He's going in after my Fafnir buddy. And I took a big shot to the back here. Whoops, and what the hell am I doing here? I jumped over him. Okay, never mind then. Let's go for CT here, try and take him down before he damages my teammate even further, who just walks past him and then shows him his back. Yeah, sure, he's just got machine guns. What is he gonna do to your back with machine guns, right? Nothing bad will ever happen. Okay, well, 4 kills to 4 right now. My teammates have not found a way to close in here. So we're gonna jump onto the next target here, which is enemy Jägermech, double AC-20. There's also some fire coming from the left-hand side. Let's fall back a little bit, and boom, we're dead. I got hit by, what is that, an LB-20 from out of nowhere? Okay, well, that's alright. 4 kills to 7 at this point in the game, guys, and the end score is going to be 4 kills on our part to 12 on the enemy side. It was nearly not that interesting to watch. As I said, guys, you could see it from the beginning what's going on here. 3 killing blows, 322 damage done, 232 damage taken. Still, not a bad round. So, is this mech great? No. Is it fun? Yes, so go ahead and try it out. Let me know how it goes for you. The Urbanmech Small Pulse Laser Suppository. Doctor's orders.